This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV 24/7.
We've had many Indians of the Year at NDTV. Never has it been so unanimous before. And frankly, from me, it comes from my heart. I am deeply honored and thrilled to give you this year's Indian of the Year. Here it is.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you, and thank you for accepting it. It's a big honor for us.
Thank you so very much, Am. This means a lot to me. I think this is the reflection of what I've been able to achieve in the past 21 years, and it wouldn't have been possible without your support, your good wishes. I'm sure you'll continue to support me.
100%, 100%.
I'll continue to give my best.
I talked to you many years ago, 19 years ago, and I said I hope you will carry on. And this is just a fabulous year, from the double century in Gwalior to now. You're enjoying it.
Yes, I've always enjoyed cricket. Yes. I mean, it's been really special because you know, the team's goal was to get to #1 spot,
yeah,
which we got to in December 2009.
That's no joke. It's fantastic.
And it meant a lot to the team and obviously to the entire nation. We've really worked hard for that. And you know, had to take gradual steps and just focus on our process. And while doing that, you know, there were a few individuals who were performing better than the other guys in the team. Right. And I happened to be one of those players, so I'm really happy.
Your modesty is amazing, but let me tell you, I've watched you and I know about you. You are still the first on the field for practice. You're first in the for anything tough. You're there first. I mean,
I enjoy playing cricket. Cricket is my life.
And practicing also. That is boring, but you are still there first.
It's not boring. No. The day I feel that no, it's getting boring now, then I know that, you know, it's time for me to start thinking of something else.
Yeah.
But it's enjoyable. I'm working really hard and just enjoying every bit being on the field.
You're looking really fit, and you say that these last 21 years, India has followed you and loved you, but I can tell you people from around the world have admired you. And we've got some people who are talking about Sachin Tendulkar. Let's hear what they have to say.
One of the greatest that have ever played the game.
Arguably the greatest player ever.
In my era, I think he's the best player that I've ever played against.
He was the hardest bloke I had to bowl to.
To actually bowl against the great Sachin Tendulkar was always an honour.
There was something in him that was different than the others.
दुनिया को ये बता दिया है कि चाहे मेरा कद छोटा है, लेकिन मैं दुनिया का इस वक्त अजीम तरीन बैट्समैन हूँ.
ऊपर वाले को भी क्रिकेट देखना था, तो सचिन को ही पैदा किया.
देवता है, गॉड है, इज भगवान, इज क्रिकेट गॉड.
Sachin, I know you hate all that. You're a modest guy, you just want to keep behind the scenes. But so many people admire you in the cricket world. You heard all of them. Who do you admire?
I grew up watching Vivian Richards and Sunil Gavaskar. These were my batting heroes.
Right.
And I wanted the aggression of Vivian Richards and the dedication and focus, concentration of Sunil Gavaskar in my game, and wanted to combine my batting having both these qualities.
That's a great idea, great target actually. Can't get better than that. Right?
Yes, I mean I always had this fascination for hitting the ball as hard as possible, as further as possible.
That's Vivian Richards.
Yes, I mean I tried. But also at the same time, if I wanted to change the momentum of the game, I should be able to control it by leaving the ball or just hanging around for a while.
Sunil Gavaskar.
And that was, you know, just being solid.
Beautiful. 19 years ago, I interviewed you. Now you're 37. Have you adjusted your technique at all since then to take into account
I think
the pressure on your...
Plenty of changes have taken place, and you know, it literally happens on daily basis.
Consciously?
I mean, without you, no, sometimes, I mean, without you realizing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you're wanting to get better, and that process to me never stops.
Yeah.
There is no, you can't say that, okay, fine, you can only reach to this level and then you can't get better. Because you're making mistakes. You never stop making mistakes.
Yeah.
So if you're making mistakes, then there is always room for improvement. And I just follow that formula. And while trying to get better, there have been plenty of changes.
Just have a look at yourself 19 years ago.
Can you believe it's been 20 years already? 1989 was the year Tiananmen Square happened, when Rain Man won the Best Picture Oscar, and when this song was #1. It was the time when we used to watch The World This Week.
I spent the day with the young Tendulkar, who I found to be quiet and shy, but there's an underlying confidence and a kind of steel or solidity that makes him temperamentally so different from all the rest. It also happens to be Sachin's 19th birthday today, and I'm sure I'm joined by all our viewers in wishing him a very happy birthday. A very, very happy birthday, and maybe there'll be another 19 years at least of world-class cricket.
Thanks a lot. Let us hope so.
Let us hope so, and let the whole country, and it has worked out. Well, it's not even 90 years, and I would like to say now, and for the record, I hope we have another 19 years, and I wouldn't be surprised. I want to ask you two questions I asked them. One is, and I will compare now answer with that answer. What do you feel like when you get out?
Yes, I mean, there are times when I feel, okay, maybe it was a good ball. I couldn't have done much. And there are times when, you know, you come back thinking, what have you done? and you know, a batsman is always ready to criticize himself. Why did I do this? Right. There was no need to rush. You could have just, you know, waited for a while. Or maybe sometimes you get out blocking. So those are the times when you feel that I should have gone for it. I should have played a couple of shots that may have, you know, eased down the pressure. Right. But most of the times you're not happy when you get out. However many runs you score, it doesn't matter. You don't want to get out.
The same, you haven't changed much. But second question was sledging. When people, bowlers, fast bowlers come, do you look them in the eye? Do you look away? Do you ignore them? What do you do?
I decide what to do, not the bowler. Sometimes if the bowler says, I don't say, I don't react. Sometimes there would be just eye-to-eye contact. Sometimes, you know, you have to give it back. You know, just to, I mean, so you got to, in that particular moment, you have to try and figure out what would bring the best out of you if you did certain things. And eventually, what I want to do is bring the best out of myself.
Does it distract you at all, the sledging, or you make sure it doesn't?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, if
probably distracts the bowler, actually.
No, I mean, the players have their own ways of disturbing you, your concentration, you know, your form. But it's up to an individual whether you want to react or you don't want to react.
Listen to what you said when you were 19 years old.
Let's take a situation where you've just got out. What is your first reaction at that time?
First reaction is I get very angry.
Angry?
Angry on myself, and later on I try and cool down somehow, and I try and analyze my mistake.
And tell me, do they try and put you off your stride when you're in the field? Do they try and sort of say things and disturb you? I mean, the Australians and the Pakistanis seem to be famous for this, but I suppose everybody does it.
Yeah, they did a little bit, but I think I was expecting all the things to happen to me. So, and most of the time I tried and ignored them.
But do you ever reply to them?
Well, sometimes we have to do that, otherwise they'll keep on going on, and so.
Because that's the one thing we don't hear on the TV cameras. I think they managed to avoid the microphone.
Luckily we don't have any microphones fixed in that.
No.
You haven't changed much. You had the same maturity at that time. Now, Sachin, you're also involved at the moment in this Coca-Cola NDTV campaign for improving our schools in India, particularly for the girl student. I know from your last 20 years how much you've already done for charity quietly. This time you've come out publicly. Is it that important campaign for you so you want to gather support?
I think it's extremely important because I remember the last time when we did for cancer patients, I got tremendous support,
Right.
and
I remember
we were able to raise a healthy sum,
yes,
which was going to be used for the cancer patients who cannot afford to buy medicines. Right. And I think this cause it's a terrific initiative,
and your wife Anjali also works with you on all these causes, which you do quietly and, intensively.
She advises me on virtually everything, and there is always, other than cricket, there is always discussion on.
But like me, you know who's the boss. Like
yes.
me, you know who's the boss, right?
Yes, I mean, I think this particular cause. I mean, she was also instrumental in letting me know certain things, and right. I think one of the important things which we sort of tend to take things for granted is the toilets for girls. Right. In rural areas, most of the parents don't send their daughters to school, right, because there are no proper toilets, and exactly. that shouldn't be the reason for the girls to suffer, not to get proper education.
Quite right.
Because I feel women are the backbone of any family.
Yeah.
And if a woman is educated, she would bring up her child in the best possible manner.
Exactly.
And that is going to have a huge impact on our country. I mean, we are not talking about 2 years down the line, but 10, 15, exactly. 20 years down the line, the whole nation would be smiling, and that is what we want.
Huge. Just coming back to, anything make you nervous? Do you not sleep at night properly, or do records make you nervous, or you don't bother about records much?
No, records don't make me nervous, but going into bat definitely makes me nervous.
That's a nice nervousness. Yes.
It is, because I feel that helps that helps my preparation. Yes. Pre-match preparation is important. Right. And if I'm nervous, I know that I'm not taking anything for granted.
Right.
And that is how I like to be.
I'm so glad to hear that, because I get nervous every time I anchor still after all these years. So at least I've got somebody who also feels nervous. Just let's have a look at another little thing, and I want your reaction to that.
Here we go. Gets it. First man on the planet to reach 200. And it's a Superman from India. Sachin Tendulkar. 200 from 147. Take the bow, master.
If there was ever one deserving to break this milestone, it is certainly Sachin Tendulkar. We say we salute you, master. What a wonderful innings. 200 from just 147 balls with 25 boundaries and 3 sixes.
सचिन की पारी देखने को मिली, हिस्ट्री हो गई है, ग्वालियर के लिए हिस्ट्री है, ग्वालियर वाले बड़े खुश हैं।
My heartiest congratulations to Sachin on scoring the 50th.
ये एक ऐतिहासिक उपलब्धि है उनके लिए। पूरा देश जो है वो गर्वान्वित है उनसे और वो इसी तरह और आगे बढ़ते चले जाएं, यही हमारी शुभकामनाएं उनके साथ।
Gwalior will be always remembered because the world history has made in Gwalior ground only.
Congratulations to him. He's the best we have.
I think he's fantastic. He'll keep going on with the centuries.
No, it will not be broken after till 50 years. 50 साल तक ये कोई नहीं तोड़ पाए।
ऐसा लग रहा है दुनिया के सबसे ज्यादा खुशनुमा इंसान है हम कि आज यहाँ इंडिया में सचिन ने हिस्ट्री क्रिएट करी और हम उसके लिए विटनेस थे।
And I would like to know which is the next record he's trying to break.
We are on top of the world. I feel as I have hit the century.
So I said as just a small thing, you only did 200 runs in 147 balls. It must have been fantastic. And then your 50th century and now 51. I watched the 51st. It was fabulous. Great year, a great year. And you feeling good?
Yeah, I mean it's been really enjoyable. I've had a lot of fun on the field, and if you enjoy and you're winning, then you enjoy it even more. Yeah. I mean, I think the happiness multiplies many folds. And
is the dressing room one of the happiest you've been with? Because
without any doubt, yes, there is terrific atmosphere in the dressing room, and this is how you would want the atmosphere to stay for years.
Great. And I feel you've become bolder. You're 19 and now you're even bolder. You should have been more cautious. Do you think you're a little bolder now?
Well, I'm bolder here, I guess. but no, I think as the time goes by, you learn to deal with various things, and you have your opinions.
Right.
Though not always I give public opinions, but you know, but occasionally, yes, if I feel something strongly about certain issues, then I do speak to concerned people.
Good. I'm really glad to hear that. And let's hear you. What your reaction to the next?
You must be getting tired now of people asking you questions and giving interviews or not?
Oh, I think this is just start.
Have you always wanted to be a cricket player, or you tried other sports also when you were in school?
I want to play cricket. Sometimes stones thrown at you and you convert them into milestones. So it's a great feeling. The only person I don't mind losing to is I think my son and daughter.
Have you told Yuvraj never to call you grandpa again?
Well, again, I'd like to say that, you know, we've got a lot of names for him. The youngsters in the team, I mean, I'm getting to learn a lot of lessons from them. I mean, they are young, but they're all chalu guys. I think it's a great honor to be amongst those names, and especially when Sadon himself chose this team and made me bat at number 4. My brother was the reason that I started playing cricket, and that's where the journey began for me. So it has to be my family, my father, my mother, both my brothers and my sister, and you know, that's where my cricket started, and I would take on from there and then probably stop with my children who would hopefully be older than this now.
That's Sachin over the years. I mean, I just take my hat off to you. It's just a big honor for NDTV to give you our biggest award. You don't want to talk about the World Cup, and I will not ask you. I know that I'm also superstitious, so that's fine. And why should you talk about the World Cup? It's just a few days away. But you say happy dressing room and you're feeling good.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's wonderful to be part of this team.
And Dhoni, a great captain.
Very good leader, very balanced guy, and very sharp.
Wonderful. And Sachin, we wish you the very, 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 very best for you personally and for your cricket and for everything you do. And don't answer those media questions. I totally never trust the media. Let's have a look at a final goodbye.
Till the game of cricket is alive, I don't think anyone will forget Tendulkar in their lives.
हम दुआ करेंगे वो जब तक हैं इतने रिकॉर्ड बना लें कि उनके सामने कोई भी ना टिक पाए.
सचिन तेंदुलकर जैसा प्लेयर ना कभी था, ना है और नहीं रहेगा फ्यूचर में.
जिस क्रिकेट में वो नहीं खेलता वो मैच देखने में मजा नहीं आता हम लोगों को. तो हमारी तो यही शुभकामनाएं उसके लिए हैं कि वो खूब खेले और खूब लंबी उम्र जिए.
There is a joke that once Ricky Ponting said that God has sent me to play cricket, but Sachin said that
I don't remember sending you. So he's like a god of cricket.
Sachin has to be one of the greatest batsmen of all times. He's the god of cricket, isn't he?
Not only cricketers, people from tennis or any other fields, Saina Nehwal, Sania Mirza, all look up to him because of the spirit he brings to the game.
Apart from his centuries, he's a very selfless player who plays for the team.
Master blaster. He's a precious gift of God.
He's very popular and he's very humble. That's what I admire about him.
I think legend is the one word that comes to my mind.
He is asset to our country. That's all I can say.
Cricket is a religion, Sachin is God.
उसे तो हमारे पूरे इंडिया में भगवान जैसा पूज रहे हैं.
He is a legend in cricket.
Keep playing, keep doing the great work which I have been doing for years and definitely win the World Cup this time. All the best.
I think he's doing India totally proud and we so want the cup this time. And we have all hopes and we are sure that he will deliver and we get the World Cup.
You rock, man.
He is the #1 in cricket. I love you, Sachin. I love you, Sachin.
There's so much pressure. I don't know how you take it. God bless you and hope you do well. As you say, you will do as well as you possibly can. I hope this pressure is not too much.
No, I think the players just have to focus on their jobs. Right. Obviously, the support is going to be tremendous.
Yes. And that's a positive also, isn't it?
That's a good thing for us. You know, it's always nice to have a home crowd backing you all the way.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whatever is happening because in a game you'll always have you know, crunch moments where you never know which way the game is going to go, and with that support, hopefully it comes you know, our way.
Yeah. Well, I hope they're also realistic. Support is great, but they should be realistic. You have a message for your fans?
No, just keep wishing well for us. We need your good wishes and support. Thank you so much.
And let me tell you, NDTV is your biggest fan. Thank you very much for being the Indian of the Year. God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much
you.
indeed.